What's going on, YouTube family? It's me, your boy Blood Raw. I see different. Now, for all y'all that don't know what Agenda 2030 is, I'm finna show y'all some clips, and I hope this really open y'all mind. Like I told y'all, I'm finna rearrange this whole content channel and really give y'all some real direct, immediate gratification on what's taking place in society from different subjects and different topics that's gonna blow your mind. So, when you watch these videos, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section, and it's definitely going to blow your mind, because the power that be 2030 is the next 5 years. There isn't a lot of time left, people. So those who have eyes see clearly. So like Klaus Schwab said, the creator and leader of the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and be happy. So here goes. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Let's go.
Could you just give me an idea, ballpark, how many millions do you think will die, and what's the time window? Just a ballpark.
Well, by their own estimate, they're looking for 700 million people globally, and that would put the U.S. Participation in that certainly as a pro rata of injected population, somewhere between 75 and 100 million people.
That's in the USA, or that's the world?
No, that's in the United States, somewhere between 75 million and 100 million people.
And what's the time frame that they'll die in?
Well, there's a lot of economic reasons why people hope that it's between now and 2028. Not the least of their concerns is that by 2028 we have a tiny little glitch on the horizon, which is the illiquidity of the Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid programs. So the fewer people who are recipients of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, the better. Not surprisingly, it's probably one of the motivations that led to the recommendation that people over the age of 65 were the first ones getting injected.
Could you just give me an
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 Agenda.
There's nothing pretty about a chicken coop. It's a mass of beaks, feathers, and chicken attitude. And how it gets from here to here, most people would rather not know.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
They just want their chicken tonight. But would they want this nugget, which was grown in a lab, and even chefs have a hard time distinguishing from the real thing?
Wow, great flavor. The texture's really nice.
So yeah, basic food biology isn't being written on barbecues, it's in labs, and it comes with a healthy side of questions.
I mean, like, is it genetically not chicken? What's the deal?
The deal is, yes, genetically, it's chicken, minus the beaks and feathers. They start with taking cells from a living animal, then they're placed in a bath of nutrients inside a bioreactor where they multiply and grow. And then, in as little as 2 weeks, it comes out looking like minced meat. All that's left is to shape it so it looks like the real thing.
I like the real thing, the real McCoy, so I wouldn't be interested in.
It wasn't so long ago plant-based burgers were raising eyebrows. Now, they're everywhere. Cultivated meat allows people to eat meat without slaughtering animals, removing cruelty concerns. Meat created in a lab still requires energy, but less so than traditional animal agriculture methods, which involve large chunks of land and significant water use. So there's the opportunity to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, a positive for the planet. Granted, there's a learning curve here. Because the idea of 3D printed meat still might be a hard sell for some.
Would I buy that? No.
No? Well, let's give the industry time to develop, into whatever shape it wants, apparently. Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.
Agenda 2030 and Agenda 2025 are linked. Trump attempts to establish a dictatorship in the U.S. with Agenda 2025, transitioning to an evil one-world government on or before 2030. It is his 666 connection. Trump's disdain for the U.S. military is well known worldwide. He has mocked veterans, saying Americans who died in war are losers and suckers. He has insulted the families of fallen heroes at funerals, even saying, "It doesn't cost $60,000 to bury a fucking Mexican." Trump has repeatedly disparaged the intelligence of service members and asked that wounded veterans be kept out of military parades. With cynicism, he shows contempt towards all forms of Republican-Democratic governments. Statements by Trump include 1. He wants to be a dictator on day one. 2. He admires dictators like Putin in Russia, Xi Jinping in China, and Kim Jong-un in North Korea, publicly declaring his strong inclination for generals like Hitler had. Trump said, "Christians vote now. After this election, you won't have to vote anymore," meaning he'll keep the power and won't ever again authorize free and fair elections like we have had every 4 years for the past 248 years. Trump and his allies use religion as a political weapon. Fear-mongering is their favorite scheme, taking advantage of any opportunity to deceive anyone to gain votes. Trump pretends to be a Christian, but he is not a Christian. He only uses religion to deceive naive and innocent believers for political gain. History has shown us many times that once someone becomes a dictator, they hold a strong grip on power, just like other dictators. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For false Christs and false prophets will arise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. If the evildoers win the November 5th election, once Trump takes office, he will transfer power to the Antichrist. Revelation chapter 13. The dragon gave the beast his power, his throne, and great authority. The beast was given the power to speak arrogant and blasphemous words against God. The beast was given the power to fight against God's people and to overcome them. The beast was given power over every family, race, language, and nation. The prophecy declares the dragon as that ancient serpent called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world, as a liar and the father of lies. With more than 45,000 lies, this prophecy fits Trump. Once he establishes Agenda 2025, he will transfer power to Agenda 2030 leaders of the evil New World Order, the mark of the beast, 666. A final warning to Christians regarding the Antichrist, and 666, the importance of remaining wise and not accepting any individual or system that promotes a false messianic figure demanding allegiance to him. Voting for Trump and his extreme right-wing allies is voting for the dragon and the beast associated with the number 666, as this could be a sign of the coming deception of the Antichrist, a powerful figure prophesied to deceive many if divine wisdom is not present. Having started out on the way of life everlasting, having accepted the assignment and received your orders to advance, do not fear the dangers of human forgetfulness and mortal inconstancy. Do not be troubled with doubts of failure or by perplexing confusion. Do not falter and question your status and standing, for in every dark hour, at every crossroad in the forward struggle, the Spirit of truth will always speak, saying, "This is the way. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free."
And there you have it. Agenda 2030, live in full effect. Will you comply to the system, or will you be able to sustain your everyday way of life on your own? You got to understand, they said you will own nothing and be happy. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to comply with the system? Or are you just going to go against the grain and try to fill in for your own self? You got to remember, back when President Barack Obama was running his presidency, he purchased 30,000 guillotines and placed them strategically on different military installations in America. So what do you think those guillotines were being purchased for? He hasn't used them yet. You got to remember, if you believe in the Bible, in end times, people will be beheaded for their beliefs and walking with Christ. The plot thickens. Also, you got to remember those 6 to 8 man coffins that they purchased. You can go over in a spot in Georgia, near Reedsville, Georgia, and they got those 6 to 8 man coffins stacked on top of each other as far as your eyes can see in fields. This is a fact. So you got to ask yourself, will you comply with the system, or will you go against the grain and stand on your own, man? The culling of the population is near. I just showed you the proof. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Remember to make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we just got to stand up, man. We got to come together and unite if we want to survive what's coming. They already showing you their plan. This been in the making for the last 50 years. You got 5 years left. It's 2025 now. Agenda 2030. You will own nothing, be happy. That's what Klaus Schwab says of the World Economic Forum. Until next time, this been your boy Blood Raw. I'm out.